What is going on, GBA fans? My name is Burke, and today we bring you the finals of the GBA Season 7 between Septile MC, coach of the San Francisco Arcaniners, and MV, coach of the San Diego Chim Chargers. But of course, I am not alone. I am joined by the Confusion.
What is going on, guys? I am the Confusion, and I am very excited to bring you guys the finals with Burke, the live analysis. This is going up a week later past when this video went up, so by this point I'm sure you guys have watched the battle, but you have come here to watch me and Burke give a live analysis of the finals for GBA Season 7. Should be really exciting.
Yeah, and as before with last week, we haven't watched the battle yet. We don't know who won. We try to stay at least, spoiler free going into this battle. So, looking at the teams, it's very interesting. I don't know who has the better team matchup. MV obviously has a very offensive team he's bringing with the Assault Vest Magnezone, the Rain Sweeper Kabutops, and then obvious the Kritra, which is not a Rain Sweeper, which is kind of an interesting bring if you're bringing Pelipper. But Kritra, I can kind of see why he's bringing it. It just crits everything, does a lot of damage. I look at MV's team, and I can see he's really trying to support for the Rain that he's bringing the Assault Vest Magnezone and the Choice Band of Virizion. His problem, of course, is going to be the Suicune. So he's got two really offensive things that can kill Suicune pretty dang easily, and I feel like he's going to try to use those to pave the way for Kabutops to hopefully sweep at the end, because you look at Kabutops, it's a pretty big dang threat once the Suicune's gone. But on George's side, it's hard to tell what George's win condition is going to be this week, because you look at his setup sweepers, the Entei and the Superior, and I just don't really see either having a great chance to set up. Probably Superior having a little bit better of a chance, but still, I look at this team and I feel like MV has the better team matchup looking at it.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with you. Just because Rain has a really nice matchup, I think Superior is also going to be really nice for him, just because it deals at least a little better with Pokemon like Kabutops or the Kingdra, which can spam their Water-type moves, although I'm sure the Superior isn't going to appreciate the Dragon moves Kingdra has, and not the Stone Edge from Kabutops. But I think as an Assault Vest set, it is going to find a better matchup against things like the Magnezone, and if it can get up a Leaf Storm or two, it can definitely dent MV's team. But again, the Rain almost has no switch-ins. Obviously the Suicune is there, but it can get whittled down, has no way to recover itself outside of leftovers or rest, and he's not bringing that. So I'm interested to see how he's going to handle all the Rain, but if George can play around it, he might have a chance. But like you said, in team matchup, Pokemon like Landorus and Magnezone make a great Volturn core, and bringing in the Rain is going to be detrimental. So I'm interested to see how George is going to manage around the Rain, primarily.
So we see the Pelipper lead off versus the Garchomp. Obvious rocks trying to get up are obvious, but not wanting to take a Scald, he's going to switch out into Suicune.
Yeah, that Suicune is going to be his main switch into something like this. You see how easily it's going to take those Scalds, but I don't know what he's really going to have to hit back. Oh, he misses that Toxic.
Yeah, that could definitely be a problem, but I see Pelipper more as just a bulky pivot to get in the Rain than anything else. So we see Kritra come in as Protect and then Substitute.
Free Substitute.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, not only that, but he's forced to switch out. Suicune has no way to break that. That's going to be a free Focus Energy, showing George that this is not a Rain Sweeper.
And surprisingly, he doesn't get the crit, which is, oh, that's right, because this thing has Battle Armor.
It does, or does it just not have the Scope Lens?
No, the Scope Lens, he knocked it off, but...
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah, so he's not the... I don't know if that's a misbreed or something. I don't know. Interesting.
I think it was a good bring on George's part to make sure that Kritra couldn't just sweep through him.
Yeah, that was very important.
But we see that Landorus is able to get up its rocks as Garchomp comes in. Garchomp probably also going to try to get up the rocks, and it does.
Yeah, both get up rocks. so that's going to be really, really good.
That Earthquake did so much damage. And this Lander is going to put on a lot of pressure. You can see it's able to start whittling down Suicune.
Yeah, and having both the Water Sweepers in the back as he's whittling down the Suicune, that's going to be really nice for him.
Yeah, Magnezone just absolutely chews that Scald, even despite the burn. It can easily come out on Suicune and threaten it out every single time.
George still does have a pretty decent matchup. Having switch-ins to most of his team, it's just the Water Pokemon that's going to be scary. He does go for a Protect the Scout, but he's definitely going to have to pull it back.
Yeah, but Choice Band of Virizion, George really does not have a good switch into that.
Not at all.
I don't think that crit mattered. It was still going to be an easy 2-shot at that point.
Yeah, absolutely, especially on a Choice Band. And I think he's forced into the Entei like he does bring in. And yeah.
MV sacking off the Kingdra. It wasn't really going to do much at this point. It was too low, couldn't set up a sub. Probably wouldn't be able to set up a focus energy anyway, but it's looking really good for MV at this point because MV has a lot of the momentum. He's up 5-4, and he's starting to whittle down the Suicune. So
yeah, he's going to have to work a little bit more on whittling down that Suicune because it still could take hits from Kabutops and the Pelipper. So as he does, he's going to be able to whittle that thing more, sacking off his Landorus, which is really important because without Landorus, Entei could, you know, be a little bit more of an issue because it can Stone Edge the Pelipper if it's switching.
That's true, but at the same time, MV has the Rain Up. Kingdra, Kabutops can easily revenge it, and plus rocks are up, so it's not going to want to continually switch in.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Plus, its fire moves aren't going to be that strong against things like the Magnezone and the Virizion, so it might have trouble even KOing it if he tries to go for like something like a Flame Charge.
Yeah, but Virizion putting a ton of work, getting rid of the Garchomp. George is definitely finding trouble switching into the Virizion, but he sets up a Flame Charge, but he does not decide to go for the next one, which means Kabutops will just be able to come in and outspeed.
Even then, Aqua Jet could have taken it out, and Extreme Speed would not have hurt the Kabutops at all. But something I am realizing is Serperior could come back. He does. Serperior can do a lot of work, and that Waterfall is not going to do nearly enough because of Serperior's natural bulk. And it does have Aerial Ace for the Virizion, so I'm interested to see how MV is going to react to the Serperior.
So we see the Virizion come in, and George does switch out. I guess it's not able to kill at this range.
It could be that, or maybe he's scared of a Scarf set. I'm not sure if he realized that it was Choice Banded, but
I'm sure he was doing the calcs, though.
Now, after the defense drop, an Aerial Ace can definitely take out that Virizion, I'm sure.
That it can. And now it comes down to Pelipper versus the Serperior, but I think Pelipper should be able to take it at this range. And he gets the crit.
Ooh. I'm interested to see if that mattered, because I do know Pelipper doesn't have the best special defense, but I'm interested to see if that did matter. We have the chat on the side. I wonder if they spoke about it. Let's see.
I think it did matter. Remember, this is an Assault Vest Superior, no boosting item, and it's at neutral. Superior does not have the best special attack. I think it's base 75. So against a neutral Pelipper, which I think probably had max HP, I think that crit definitely mattered. But that does give George the game. So, you know, wow. Congratulations to George. This was a very intense battle. George managing to stay in after kind of a rough start in the beginning, going 6-4 down. But it was looking like MV was going to take it, but George able to pull it out right at the end with that crit.
Yeah, that was insane. Also, George being the first back-to-back champion of the GBA. He won last season, which is absolutely insane to see. He is back-to-back. That's crazy. MV still pulled up an amazing game, had the best record in the regular season, made it all the way to the finals, and all the way down to a 1-0 up against a critical hit. So definitely probably sucks for MV, but people already know how great MV is. He's definitely, you know, made a dent into the league format. So I think although George took the win, both MV and George have definitely shown how good they are at the Draft League draft league format. So really impressive. This game was very, very close with the superior on that crit, like I said before, but it's still been really, really good. And George, I feel like, did deserve it because he's worked hard for it. Like you said in the beginning, he wasn't doing so great, but he's pulled back. He's definitely pulled back, and it was a great final.
Yeah, it was, and as you said, they both had really, really good seasons. Both #1 in their respective conferences, and it's nice to see the battle come down to a 1-0. Unfortunate to see the crit, but it's Pokemon. What are you gonna do? Crits happen.
Yeah.
But, you know, unfortunate last turn. So anyway, that is going to wrap up the finals of the GBA Season 7. We still have a few more videos coming for you post-season, but that's all I got for today. My name is Burke.
And I am the Confusion.
We'll see y'all next time.
Peace, guys.
There you go.
I always forget to do that.